Welcome back to the channel. You can see I've got a bag of peanuts here, and that's what we're going to be talking about. Did a video on what is a peanut. I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. I had intended on doing a video showing all of my peanuts, but after I did that video on the description of what a peanut is, then I decided that was just too much to show together, so I put it off. And I'm sitting here, I want to do a video, but I don't want to think real hard, right? So I don't want to get into history or all of this stuff. And so I just thought I'd throw my peanuts out there. We'll go through, we'll look at them. There's these that you see are made by 8 different companies, and so we'll talk about the differences in them and a little bit about the companies, and call it quits. Hope that you check out the video. Hey, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. Bonjour, privet, guten tag, hola, ciao, konnichiwa, and good day, mate, to my foreign viewers. And so I just want to say I really appreciate y'all for all the likes and the shares and the comments and all you do to support the channel. I really do appreciate it. Let's talk about peanuts. And so this is a classic peanut design. It is a serpentine 2-bladed jack. Usually it can be 1 blade, or it could be 3-blade. I can't ever recall seeing a 3-bladed peanut, but I guess it could be. It's a jack. If it has 1 or more blades attached to one end, it's serpentine. And it kind of, they call these peanuts because if it's bigger, it looks like a dog's leg, right? It looks like the hind leg of a dog. And so the big ones they call dog legs. If it's smaller, they call them peanuts. This one is made by Schrade-Walden, and you see it right there, Schrade-Walden USA, and very nice old bone on this. Don't see many old bones. Schrade-Walden actually used a lot of wood too, so a lot of times you get these, they look like bone, but they're really wood. This one's bone. This is something they did, I think, in the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but that I'm just talking off the head. They did a whole series of knives for Copenhagen. I just think that black and brass looks cool, and always wanted to get one of these, and got the chance to get this, so I got it. And if you open it up, it says Schrade. So yeah, that's after 1973. It's probably in the 80s they did this contract with Copenhagen. Nice little knife though. I know a lot of guys aren't into it. We're into the bigger traditional knives, if you're into traditionals at all, and or a medium stockman that you could actually use, right? But there's something about these when you pick these up, they're just neat. They're little tiny. They're very snappy. Hear that? They tend to be very snappy, and just really cool. They just kind of fascinate you when you pick them up, and they'll grow on you. But I don't think a lot of people collect them. This is a case, slick back, produced between 1920 and 1964. Probably in the 50s that was born. This one here is, what is this one? This one is like Kingston, USA. You can see it right there. So Kingston was a brand that Dwight Devine used when he owned Ulster, and when Ulster was bought out by Albert Behr, they kind of continued using that Kingston stamp until I think 58. In World War II, they formed another company called Kingston Cutlery Company, and of course they're both made by Ulster, but This is an ulster right here, very attractive. You'll see right there. And I think this is wood. Feels like wood to me. Really nice looking though. Nice little pull. Little snap on it. You can see it's riding up a little bit right there. A lot of cases do that nowadays. It's because it's not fitted properly. It's not, back spring's not fitting down into the tang. It should do that. So it shouldn't sit up like that. But otherwise, nothing really wrong with this. It doesn't have the snap that some of these other ones have. This is a Camillus Model 21. I really like this knife. Good looking color there. It is Delrin. You see the triple thread on this, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. This is a well-made knife. Listen to that click. Little tiny knife. Listen to that click. Bam. They're just neat. They're fun to play with. And you know, they're good for cleaning your fingernails out or something else. That's a tang stamp that would run in 1960 to 1976, I believe. Camillus. Let me show you the Model 21. Let me show you this one first. This is a Boker, genuine bone. Lost a lot of its color. You see the brown color there, color all gone. Brown color there, color all gone. These Bokers were really good knives. And so you can see right there how well the transition is on the back spring to the blade. You can see it nicely polished here on the blade. These were pretty good knives. Oh, snap in. Thank you, thank you. And here's the big blade. See the Boker USA on there. So Boker USA provided a lot of knives, like many companies did, to other companies. And if you look at this knife, they're really exactly alike. If you put one over the other, it's the same knife. It has a different blade profile. This is a spear point blade. And if you look at this knife, it's a John Primble Belknap hardware manufacturing company. Tang stamp was used up until 1968. You see the John Primble finest steel. So this is a knife, I believe, produced by Boker. See the model number, and there's a, hard to see, but there's a star there. On a lot of knives, you can see the star really well. You can just see a couple points of the star. It's a 5-pointed star, and Boker put those stars on the knives that they sold to John Primble or Belknap Hardware. So there's no doubt this is a Boker. Nicely made. Needs to be cleaned up. I don't think I ever cleaned this knife up. I wanted to get, because I didn't have an example of this pearl. So that's why I bought that. Here is a different one. This is yellow pearl. I think this is a Boker too. Now you'll notice there's a difference between these two knives, right? Boker actually made 2 models. This one is, I forget the first 2 numbers. I think it's a 90-something, 63. And I forget the model numbers on these, but they're very similar otherwise. This one was a less expensive kind. It had a clip point, not the spear point. You can see the long, that swedge on the Bokers goes almost halfway down. Camillus had a really prominent swedge, but it didn't go this far down. The Bokers, they do go that far down. You can see how big that swedge is on the Boker, on this Boker here. So yeah, a lot of these Belknaps are Bokers. These are a couple knives I bought. Kind of interesting. What appealed to me about these knives is these shields, right? And they're little peanuts. One of the few peanuts I actually bought, and a lot of them I got in lots that I bought that had other knives. But I actually bought these. They came together. Both of these are part of the same series. They're made by Frost. Let's see if you can see it right there. Ah, come on. You see it right there. Frost family with this coat of arms on it. And then they have this etching on here, which is in Latin. Qualitas in Familia. I can't read the last part right there. I can't read it. But one of them came with just threads on the bolsters, and the other one came with, this fluting, which I think is done really well. These knives were made in China, but usually the fluting on these knives were they sand them and they were kind of merged, but this is really nice looking here, the fluting on these knives. So I like it. And you have different coat of arms. So on this one, it's silver, and then on this one, it's gold. And if you open the blade up, it has that same emblem on it. And there's a Frost family. It's a little more visible on this one than the other one. So, yeah. These are well-made knives, by the way. Listen. Pow. Nice little walk and talk on both of those. This is a Queen City that I bought recently because of the abalone. And these things, this is genuine abalone. It looks great. Look at that. And very inexpensive. So, look at that abalone. I'm an abalone freak, so I couldn't pass this up for the price, these things. And you see Queen City right there. Made in China by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. See it right there. Q001, I think, or is it 003? QC003, China. And nice little knife, really. A little soft coming around here compared to these other knives, but I don't know that I didn't, I may not have cleaned this up yet. I probably didn't. A lot of times I just throw them in and I'll get to them when I get to them. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah. Yeah, that one's a little more snappy. It's still kind of soft though. So this is not as snappy as the Frost ones. But again, I haven't cleaned this up either. So that's it. That's all the peanuts I have. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your support. We really, really, really appreciate it.